One of the questions we constantly get from investors in today's market environment is, what are the risks and what are the opportunities? If we start with the risk, we think they're pretty straightforward. The Fed is hawkish, so what is the right path for interest rates? Another aspect of that goes along with the path of interest rates is, what is the path of inflation? Most strategists agree that inflation has peaked, but what does that mean? And how quickly will inflation come down? There's also other aspects and risks that are impacting the market, such as the war in Europe, China's COVID policies right now, broader supply chain issues that constantly come up, as in what is the impact on the individual companies. So the risks that we see today are the same risks that kind of have been discussed throughout all of 2022. With that said, with this big market pullback that we've seen in basically all asset classes, we are starting to see some opportunity. When you look at the high yield market, the yields have gone back to roughly 8%, and that's in line with historical norms. So that's definitely an opportunity or an asset class where we see the potential of positive forward returns. Likewise, if we look at the investment grade asset class, that is also corrected quite significantly. And again, yields in the investment grade asset class are now roughly 5%. And when we look at historical norms, that's also historically has been an attractive entry point for the investment grade asset class. The other thing that we're starting to see is, if we look specifically at the convertible asset class, we've seen a lot of names trade off, and they're closer to their bond floors, meaning historically, if you looked at convertible bonds that are on their bond floor, that means there's probably not that much more downside, or there's more cushion downside relative to what we've seen so far in 2022. In addition, with convertible bonds, you still have that upside optionality in case the market comes back. The last kind of area of opportunity that we're seeing in the market is just covered call writing. The volatility index has spiked. The volatility of individual names has increased. So when we look at the forward return for covered call or our covered call writing, that is also something that we're quite constructive on as far as an opportunity in the marketplace today.
安聯投資